Okay, screen is recording. Okay, I'm just gonna go through these. That's David.
Wasn't green enough.
You don't normally see him, but that's David. Thank you. All the fun camera moves, it's him. All right, back to comment responses. How to fix your garbage disposal. Were you in Disneyland recently? I could have sworn I saw someone who looked exactly like you and sounded the same. That was me. I wish you would have said hi. That would have been awesome to meet you in person, but I probably was at Disneyland recently if this is you. But yes, I have a few doppelgangers out there. A guy named Jordan Peele, he's one of them, but you know, there's a few of us out there. How to fix water damage phone. What happens if there's still a notification that the port may still have a droplet of water or dust? Phones are a little bit tricky. I use the silica gel packet trick when you drop your phone in your water. It helps absorb all that moisture even internally. But once again, if your phone is damaged, if you do something to it, I would take it to a repair shop. Take it back to the manufacturer's store if you can. If not, take it into a repair shop to try and get it fixed out. These things aren't 100% foolproof, you know? They say they're water resistant and all this. These are just precautions. A number of things could happen that can affect your phone, so when in doubt, just take it to get looked at. Silica gel packet trick does work in a pinch if your phone isn't heavily water damaged. Is it too late to revive the waterlogged iPad from 5 years ago? Probably. You know, some things are beyond repair. We do our best to fix little things when minor accidents happen, but some things you're just gonna have to chalk it up to a loss, to an accident, and move on. But I'm a proponent of Apple Care and like insurance policies. I'm kind of a clumsy person. If you're more confident, maybe you don't need insurance, but I'm traditionally accident prone, so I usually take the insurance if you can afford it, if you could swing it. How to unclog a slow drain. Where's my 10 points good at? What did I give 10 points for in that video? Where's my 10 points good for? Because sometimes I give bonus points if you have something at your house that I use in one of the tips or tricks. So your 10 points can be cashed in for, you know, a hug if we ever meet. That's weird, that's creepy. Save the 10 points, it's kind of like in class. The 10 points are used for just a good job. How to fix water damaged phone. Do we open the packets or not? You do not want to open the packets. I actually just recently got asked this question on a morning show segment I did. So no, silica gel packets, they stay in there. You don't want the granules loose. Just keep them in the packet. The material they made out of, either paper or that, you know, kind of more mesh material, is breathable enough where it can absorb the moisture. So yeah, leave the silica in the packet. That's all you need to do. The reusable silica gel packets too, there's instructions on reusing them. You usually have to dry them out in like a low oven, or you leave them out in the sun. So there's different techniques you can do, but those packets are reusable too. How to make perfect hard-boiled eggs. By how much should I lower the heat by? So you wanna get that water up to a boil. My guess is just like turn it down to low, medium low. Every stove is different, and especially if you have an electric stove, if you turn down your heat on an electric stove, it doesn't cool down as quickly as like a gas stove because the fuel can instantly go off. The glass, or you know, the coils on an electric stove kind of take a little bit for the heat to dissipate. So you may want to remove the pot for a little bit and move it back on. This is why it's tricky to give specifics for people's different kitchens, people's different, you know, locations where you use the pot and pans you're using. All this stuff affects things. So you just kind of have to gauge it and get used to it. But yeah, just lower the heat. You should be fine. It's not really like a super big deal. DIY power wash kitchen cleaners. Can you let me know what to use for toilet bowl stains? So I haven't really done this one yet. One trick I want to try out, if you have like those stains that are hard to get out, there's pumice stones you can use. Traditional pumice stones you can use on your skin or your body, but they make pumice stones that you can use on the toilet. Well, it's the same pumice stones. But anyways, a pumice stone to clean your toilet can work on those stains. You may wanna try a little bit of hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide has bleaching properties to it that can lighten and whiten surfaces. You may wanna try that, but you'll need some sunlight, some UV light, usually for that to work. Good old bleach, you know, don't mix these. These are independent solutions. Bleach in there for a little bit might be able to help with some stains, usually not. You don't wanna use a lot. I would be conservative on that. But try the pumice stone. Usually that can scrub away some of those stains. How to plunge a clogged toilet without a plunger. Do you see the new paste on toilet covers that you wrap around the toilet, push down twice, and it unclogs it? I have done a trick before where you get some saran wrap, some cellophane, you cover the toilet in it. You need like 2 or 3 pieces depending on how big your toilet is. You want a tight seal around the toilet bowl and you push down, and that can give you the suction you need if you don't have a plunger or if other methods aren't working. It kind of gives you that suction you need by just creating a seal on the top of the toilet with some plastic wrap and just pushing down a few times. Maybe that's what you're referencing. I have seen that they have a product that does that. It kind of like sticks on your toilet. It's like a sticky cover for your toilet and you push down, so maybe that's what you're talking about, but I'm not sure. 6 clever hacks to elevate your cooking. Wouldn't it make more sense to use cheap butter for clarified butter? I always thought that the expensive butter was more expensive. So the reason why, if I'm making clarified butter, I like kind of a higher grade butter, a better butter, is just for flavor. What you're trying to get at is that pure butter flavor. So that's why I use better, but really any butter works. You can make clarified butter out of any butter. The quality of different butters is kind of negligible. Just go what's in your budget and what you like, and it'll turn out great and it'll be good. How to know which salt to use. Maybe I'm too European, but WTF is kosher salt? Kosher salt is just the coarser grain of salt. I can't tell you why other salts aren't kosher, but kosher salt is just more the type of salt than the practice of making it kosher. It's just a good quality salt that's universal for just about all the cooking you're doing. So if you're gonna stick to one salt, I like kosher salt. How to fix water damaged phone. What if you have no silica gel packets? Oh, that's tough. Toughy because yeah, that's not really common. I would just power down the phone, wipe it off, make sure all visible water is gone, and then I would actually put it somewhere with a fan. So I've gotten my phone, like covered before, where they put like the plastic wrap on it, and they put it in this like basket with a fan in it. So you just want air to circulate to try and evaporate all that moisture. So I would just put it in some kind of container and put a fan near it or on it, so air's constantly circulating around it. See if that helps or works. Try that for a few hours, try that overnight, and see what happens. So yeah, try a fan. If you don't have silica gel packets, maybe you have a small portable fan or some way to circulate air around your phone constantly, and that should help. How to dry brown turkey. This is one that I love. You can even do this like with a roast chicken to get super crispy skin on chicken. You salt it. You can add a little bit of baking soda. That'll help draw out some moisture too, and it changes the chemistry of the skin a little bit so it gets crispier. You don't need to rinse it off again because that defeats the purpose of drawing out the moisture to make it crispy. But you can use a dry paper towel, just blot it around, wipe off the skin. The baking soda isn't bad, and you're only using a little bit, so you don't really taste it. It doesn't really change much. It just is a little additive for some chemistry that'll give you a crispy skin, and the dry brining process will help penetrate the meat, give it a lot of flavor, and keep it juicy. So yeah, you can cook it with the baking soda on it, and you only need a little bit. It's not like you're using a half a cup or a ton of baking soda. You just need a little bit. Meal prep chicken and rice recipe. Anyone who cooks in a rice cooker can't cook. So I very much disagree. These tips, these techniques are for people who are maybe new at cooking, learning to cook, wanting to try new recipes, and it's for any even experienced cook. It's just a good shortcut, a good go-to in case you want a quick dinner, something easy, or just something fun to experiment with. Cooking shouldn't be a chore, and I try to never approach it as a chore. I try to approach it as something fun, something therapeutic, something meditative that I can do that also, benefits us because we gotta have a few meals a day, so why not enjoy the process and make it fun and easy? But I do disagree. If you're cooking in an Instant Pot, pressure cooker, air fryer, whatever the shortcuts you're taking, as long as it's good to you and you're enjoying the meals, who cares how you cooked it, right? How to clean suede shoes. Can I use a toothbrush to brush it? I love a cleaning toothbrush. I always get extra toothbrushes from the dentist when I go to the dentist. Those usually don't end up on my teeth. Those usually end up in my cleaning supplies, so I can use them for fine detail work. It's hard to get in some nooks and crannies, especially in the shower or your sink or underneath things or pots and pans with grooves. So a cleaning toothbrush is so helpful. I would just dedicate them to a specific purpose, not use it on everything. And you want to replace it if those bristles get a little like matted and wild and start to fall out or anything then it's time to replace your cleaning toothbrush. But yes, toothbrush should work. The only reason why I suggest for suede shoes specifically, a bigger shoe brush is because you have more surface area. You can brush off your shoes a little bit quicker, but a toothbrush, go ahead, especially if the light dust, you just can go really quick all around the shoe, brush it off. Homemade crock-pot chili. No chili powder in your chili? I think you missed a step, because I'd most definitely put chili powder in my chili, always and forever. That's what makes chili, is chili powder. Now I gotta watch that. There's no way I missed something. Hold on. We're gonna do this live. Where did I make that crock pot chili?
Save money with these ingredients.
Dude, chili powder on the table. So yeah, the chili powder is in there. When we edited the video, we just cut out the chili powder. That's a good shortcut. You tried to zing us there. You tried to get a gotcha on us. There is chili powder in that chili. When we edited the video, we just omitted chili powder when we were pouring in the ingredients. But yes, chili powder is in the chili. And that video was more of the technique of doing the beans in the crock pot, the slow cook, dry bean chili was more about the method than the actual ingredients. So please adjust accordingly to your taste. And that's what I say about everything. We're teaching tips, techniques, helpful advice to make things easier and make things more flavorful, delicious, and you can adjust accordingly. That's what cooking is. It's an adventure and adjust things to your taste. But chili powder for sure. Thank you for catching that. But the chili powder was on the table. So if you go back and you zoom in and pause the 60-second video, you will see chili powder is there. Homemade lasagna with plenty of leftovers. Are those regular noodles or no cook? I use regular lasagna noodles for my no boil lasagna. You just want to make sure there's extra moisture in that pasta sauce in your dish, because that's what the noodles will absorb and cook. And I find the texture I like a little bit better. You can use those no-cook sheets, that's what they're designed for, no-bake sheets, but you can use regular pasta sheets too. So it really is more or less, I wanna say, a gimmick, those no-cook pasta sheets, but the regular lasagna noodles work too. And you can even do pasta bakes with like other macaroni style noodles, so like penne or elbow or whatever. There's a variety of recipes where you can just use dry noodles, put it all together, no need to boil it separately. It really helps, especially during weekdays, so you don't have an extra pot of boiling water that you gotta drain and clean. It's an extra step you can take out. Just put your pasta noodles in the dish. You'll just make sure there's enough liquid to cook the pasta through when everything else is ready. So it's a great shortcut, great go-to, and I love those kind of dish-saving meals and time-saving meals. How to make the best grilled cheese sandwich. Is this a Key and Peele sketch from Comedy Central? Maybe, it just might be. I gotta contact Comedy Central. Maybe we can re-air these problem solve segments on Comedy Central as Key and Peele bits. How to make the best PB&J. What is it like to unironically eat a PB&J? I enjoy a PB&J from time to time. It's nostalgic, it's good. I like the combination of like sweet and savory. There's nothing to beat there. I think a PB&J is great. Quintessential food for us, right? Growing up to adulthood, why not? Oh, haha, can you review the Apple Vision Pro? Now, I'm a huge Apple fan, big Apple product fan. I would love to get my hands on an Apple Vision Pro, but I probably just need to go try one at the store because they're a little pricey to get one. Maybe I can figure out how to get it like a review unit. Does anybody send me an Apple Vision Pro? I will take care of it and I will send it back to you cleaner than you got it. I'll be sure to, maybe how to clean your Apple Vision Pro is the video we'll do. Because I'm sure people's, the headband's gonna get sweaty and gross, as the eyepiece is gonna need to be microfiber clothed, cleaned, so I would love to try an Apple Vision Pro. Microwave cookware. Links to the cookware, maybe it's just missing. I believe I used a brand, all the microwave stuff, I used a brand called Joseph & Joseph, but here's the thing, I would love to include links, and we do when we can include links to the items we're using. Amazon, Google, just Google something, make sure it's in your price range, read the reviews, see the stars, if it's highly rated, it should be great for you. But I think the ones we used are a brand called Joseph & Joseph. Stopping to double check. Was it Joseph & Joseph? Yeah, Joseph. That's the brand we used. But there's tons of options out there. Just find something that works for you, for your needs. That's the brand we use, but there's tons of steamers and cookware and stuff. Go on aesthetics, which ones you like, go on reviews, make sure it's a good quality product and you're good to go. How to load your dishwasher the right way. Why do you have so many plates? So from that video where we're loading the dishwasher, in my household, I have about 4 of each type of plate because I really don't need that many. But some household, growing up, I was the oldest of 5. We had So many plates and cups. I mean, it was an outrageous amount of plates and cups because we needed enough, and you know, rotating through clean dishes is kind of difficult with a big family, so you need a ton of plates. That's funny. And that's it for today. Those were awesome comments, so always keep them coming. I love reading the comments, and thank you for everybody for asking questions and sharing information. It really is great to see all the problem solvers out there actually solving problems.